probably have been exposed to some kind of COVID
Something.
something. Yeah. Okay, I actually have planned for us to start standing at the top of the mat because, you know, I didn't know if we were going to be outside. So come to Tadasana, top of the mat. We're going to do some side stretching, so if you prefer to have your feet, you know, just a little bit apart, that might be fine to start with too. Let's just reach the fingertips sort of down toward the floor, shoulder blades gently pulled together, belly up and in. Take a nice deep inhale here, and exhale. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and then we're going to stretch over to the right side, back through center, and to the left side. Not exactly necessarily with an inhale and exhale, but still being conscious of your breath as you just flow back and forth. We may not all be at the same pace as you may decide to linger somewhere. Maybe adding some neck side bends as well.
Ooh. Sorry. I'm stiff.
Is this deceptively hard, right? I'm always like, how can something easy be hard? So of course we sort of like to be even, so maybe you take one more time to the other side that you need to, and then reach the hands up to the sky and bring the right knee up, finding some balance right away. Let's take a side bend to the right, so we have the right leg up, a right side bend, just like we did before. Challenging our balance in this way this morning. Reach back to the sky, place the foot on the ground, and then bring the left leg up. Let's find that balance first, belly engaged, and then side bend to the left. And well, we might fall out, but that's okay. Come back to center, reach the arms up overhead. Bring the right leg up again, take a side bend to the right. We're gonna windmill out of that and reach the right leg behind us as we come in to a runner's lunge. Nice soft landing. Ground the right hand, twist open to the left, and then twist the opposite direction, threading the arm through the legs and past the other arm. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, thread and twist the other way. The right hand stays on the ground the whole time. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, open into your twist, and then plant your hand on the outside of the left leg, step back to your plank. Right knee to right elbow, and back. Left knee, left elbow, and back. Repeat it one more time. And bring your hips high, downward facing dog, our first down dog, pedaling out, taking some wiggling movement, finding the stretch you need here. Look to the top of the mat, bring your feet to your hands, and stay in your forward fold, top of the mat, knees bending as much as you might not like, maybe nodding the head back and forth, pulling the belly in. Drop the hips generously, round it up, come up to standing, reach the arms up overhead, keep them up there, bring the left leg up into that standing balance. Side bend towards the left. We'll windmill the arms down, bring the leg back, finding our way to that runner's lunge, soft landing. Ground the left hand, twist open to the right. Thread through as you twist the opposite direction. Two more, inhale, open to the right. Exhale, thread through. And on a twist open to the right, and then ground the hand, step back to the top of your push-up or plank. This time, we'll be taking the knee to the opposite arm. So crossing the body, right to left knee, left arm, left to right arm, 2 times each side. After you're finished, hips high for downward facing dog. Pull the belly up and in. See if you can activate your bandha in that down dog. Shift your gaze to the top of the mat. Travel forward. Come halfway up. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reversing the swan dive or rounding it up. Arms reach overhead, gaze shifts up. Exhale, hands to heart center. On your inhale, sweep the arms up. Side bend right and left on your own breath. We're gonna end with a side bend to the right. Raise the right leg. As you come out, we're gonna go right into our runner's lunge twist. Right hand to the ground, left arm reaching up, nice soft landing, beautiful. Thread through on an exhale. Inhale, open your twist. Exhale, thread through. One more time. End in your open twist. Step back to your plank after you ground your left hand. Drop to the knees, and we're taking 3 chaturanga push-ups on our knees, lowering, pushing up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Lower all the way down to the ground. Open up into your cobra and downward facing dog. This round, right leg comes into the sky, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, bend and step, open up to the side. Knee to nose, hug it in there as tight as you can, and then bring your foot to the top of the mat. High lunge, back heel stays up. Sink down into it. Let's find this posture, find our breath here. Reach that back hand, hamstring to the sky. Open arm twist to the right. Dance through that twist, bringing that back hand to the back thigh, other arm overhead. Unwind into your open arm twist, and then come back to center, reach the arms up overhead, step forward to chair, sinking right down. Open arm twist to the right. Graze the mat with your right fingertips as you come back up to chair. Open arm twist to the left. Graze the mat with your fingertips as you come back to chair. And then stand straight, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead and begin your side bending left and right. So you can choose if you stay in your side bending or if you flow back and forth. Each time we might come to this. We'll end with a side bend to the left. We'll bring the left leg up and work to find our balance in that side bend. Windmilling down to our runner's lunge twist. Left hand to the ground, maybe the right hand never touches the ground as you twist open to the right. Thread through on an exhale. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. 1 more. End with an open twist to the right, and then ground the hands, step back to your plank, drop to the knees, belly engaged, 3 of your chaturanga push-ups on the knees. Link your breath, exhaling as you lower. And when you're finished, lower all the way down to the ground, inhaling as you're ready into your cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, 3-legged. Exhale, bend and step open. Knee to nose, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. On the way to the top of your mat, high lunge as you inhale. Pausing in this first high lunge. Establishing our balance, pulling the belly in. Coming back to our breath if we've lost it at all. Open arm twist to the left. Dance in that twist, back hand to the back leg, somewhere behind you. Come back to your twist, and then back to center. Step forward to chair. Open arm twist left first. Graze the mat as you come back up. Open arm twist to the right. Graze the mat as you come back up. 1 more time each side. Left. Grazing. Right. Grazing. Back to that Utkatasana. And then stand straight. Tadasana. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, sweep the arms up, bring the right leg with you, side bend over to the right. Windmill it down, find your lunge with the twist, open to the left. Thread through. Inhale, open that twist. Thread through. Open the twist. One more time, just because if I don't do 3, I might not know where I'm at. Step back to the top of your push-up, right knee to right elbow. Left knee to left elbow. Do it again each side. Option to take a vinyasa here or simply bring the hips high and come into your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up after your down dog. Exhale, bend and stack, open up to the side. Really reach your heel over to the side. Knee to nose as you exhale. Step to the top of the mat, come into your high lunge, reach the arms up overhead. Open arm twist to the right. Dancer. Come back to your twist. Back to center. Thunderbolt forward, reaching the arms, reaching the arms, reaching the arms, and then sweep the hands back, angling towards your feet. Inhale as you come up, warrior 2, so open up. Think about that front knee, pressing toward the pinky toe side, pulling the belly in. Flip the front palm, peace forward. Extended side angle, another big twist, right? So really think about opening those top ribs as you reach your arm. On an inhale, come all the way up, turn the feet out, 5-pointed star, open up. Exhale, sink down into your goddess squat. We're here for 5. Find your breath. 3 more. Inhale, twist back up into your 5-pointed star. Windmill your hands down either side of your front foot. Step forward into your forward fold. Stay here for a breath or 2. Drop the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Twist to the left. Come back to center. Straighten all the way up, reach the arms up overhead. Bring the left leg up, side bend to the left. Windmill down, runner's lunge twist. Left hand is down on the ground. Open to the right. On an exhale, thread through. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Open. One more time, thread. And then open. Plant your hand on the ground, step back to the top of your push-up, cross the body 2 times each side. Through a vinyasa or no vinyasa and go directly to downward facing dog. Stay in your down dog, waiting for everyone to come to the same place. Really think about your breath. On an inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, bend and stack. Reach that foot over to the side. Open up that left side body. Knee to nose as you exhale. Bring your foot to the top of the mat. High lunge. Open arm twist to the left. Dance with the arms. Come back through your twist. And then windmill around warrior 2. I don't know where we came from warrior 2 from. No worries. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Belly engagement. We'll come up, feet turned out, 5-pointed star, and then sink down goddess for 5 breaths. Pull the shoulder blades together. Pull the belly up and in. Inhale, come back into that 5-pointed star, and then windmill your hands down either side of your front foot. Step forward into your standing forward fold. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Your release posture. Drop the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose. Open arm twist to the right. Sweep the mat, come back to center. Twist left. Sweep the mat. Stand straight. On your inhale, sweep the arms up, side bend, right and left. We'll end on the right. Bring the right leg up. Before we take our leg back, let's come into dancing Shiva from here. So left hand can come to the outside of that knee, right hand to the hip, or reaching behind you as you come a little upright to take your twist. We'll end in our twisted low lunge from here. Windmilling down, right hand comes to the ground, left arm is in the air. Nice transition. Exhale, thread it through. Just one time on the thread through. Inhale, open up. Palm the mat, step back to the top of your push-up, drop to the knees. 3 chaturanga push-ups if it's available to you. After you're finished, lower all the way or part way to chaturanga if you prefer. Come into your up dog or cobra, and then make your way to down dog. Inhale the right leg up, exhale, bend and stack. Stay there or take a flip dog or wild thing today. Be careful on any shoulders, right? This can be tricky for a shoulder. Come back out, reaching the right leg back up to the sky, and then knee to nose. Travel to the top of the mat, high lunge, inhale up, exhale, open arm twist right. Dance or the arms. Windmill out of that warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Flow in. Come upright this time, turning the outside edges of the feet parallel, hands to the hips, open the chest. And then as you exhale, fold forward, hands to the ground for support or binding on your legs somewhere. Let's stay in this for 5. Allowing yourself to sink in and find the engagement you need. Inhale as you come part way up. Walk your hands to the top of the mat, step back to the top of your push-up, and lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Open your arms like a T. Place your right hand on the ground next to you, and then flip to the side with your right foot coming behind you, opening up that left shoulder. You can reach that right hand to the sky or behind you if that's something you need. I don't really need that. I get a big enough stretch right here. Still focus on the breath. Don't let go of a little light belly engagement here. Gently bring yourself back to center. Open the arms like a T. Take a breath, neutralize your spine. And then take that same posture on the other side. Left hand coming over, left leg coming over. Oh yes, Jen, that's the bind I'm looking for someday. Yeah, Betsy. Again, a light belly engagement. Unwind, come back to center. Take those arms out like a T again, neutralizing the spine, chin to mat. Hands by your side so you can open up into a cobra, and then downward facing dog. Walk, step, or float, top of the mat. Come halfway up once you're there, exhale, and fold. Rise, reach the arms up overhead. Begin your side bending left and right. Take this on the other side. And with that side bend towards the left, bring the left leg up. I'm purposely having us come into dancing Shiva from here so that we have to come upright and twist while we're already balancing. Find your breath. Unwind into your twisted lunge. Right arm will be in the air, left hand on the ground. One time, thread it through. Open up. Hands to the ground, step back to the top of your push-up on your toes or on your knees. 3 push-ups, if it's available to you. Followed by a vinyasa, if that's available. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale the left leg up. On your exhale, bend and stack. Flip dog or wild thing on this side. So pretty, everyone. Come back to center with control. 3-legged down dog. Knee to nose. Step to the top of the mat. High lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Dancer arms. Windmill it around. Warrior 2. Settle right in. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Come back up, turn the feet parallel, hands wherever you like them. Wide leg forward fold. We're gonna take another 5 breaths here. Take any bind or hand placement you might like. Engage the belly up and in. Maybe press into the outside edge of the feet like you're gonna tear the mat apart. Inhale, come partway up. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to the top of your push-up. Lower all the way down to the ground. Open your arms like a T. Left hand comes in. We'll twist over and stretch the right arm first. Maybe you'll add a bind or reaching the arm up. Come back to center. Find your T first. Neutralize your spine. And then take that the other direction. Release back to center, open like a T, neutralize your spine. Let's press back from here to child's pose. Opening your hips and your low back, finding your breath. From here, we're gonna come back to down dog so that we can come forward to have a seat. Anybody might have the option of skipping the down dog part and just having a seat on your mat. If you're working on jumping forward, make that a nice soft hop. Top of the mat, Navasana. Coming right into your Navasana, breathing, pulling the belly in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down to your canoe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release all the way down to the ground. Take a long body stretch. Bring the right leg up and the right arms up, or fingertips behind your head, and then we'll raise the chest towards that right knee for 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long body stretch as you release the leg. Left leg comes up. Position your hands, and here we go, lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long body stretch. Hug both knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side. Transition that stretch into a happy baby, hands on the outside of the feet. Just taking this halfway in our class today. Maybe you rock side to side again. We're going to rock forward and back so that we can come all the way up to standing. I'm going to change my legs so that I can go forward and back meet you at standing top of the mat. Yeah. I know it. I'm in the sun. It's warm over here today. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. No back and forth. This time, bring the knee up. Immediately find your twist. Maybe coming to the outside of your foot for that dancing Shiva. Listen up. We're going to windmill out of this into our revolved half moon. So that back leg is going to go back. The right hand is coming down to the ground. Twist open to the left. Revolved half moon. A gentle slide back from here into our twisted lunge. Right, how slow can we slide? Nice. On an exhale, thread through, only one time. Open up that twist, hand to the ground. Take any of those variations to down dog or no variations to down dog that you might like. Just putting in your own work or your own stretches here before coming into down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend and stack. Another flip dog or wild thing, or perhaps coming into your side plank. Back to three-legged down dog. Reach the leg to the sky. Cross the body to shoot the moon or fallen triangle. Foot can come down on the ground or not. Nice bind. And then we're going to bring this same leg to pigeon. So we just come forward, drop it into pigeon. We're not going to be in this pigeon super long, but find the place you need to be before you come over. Maybe it's all the way, maybe it's part way. We're not here super long. Finding a few breaths. Begin to bring your hands back towards your hips so you can ground them, curl the back toes. Three-legged dog, right leg is back into the air. Step to the top of the mat. High lunge. Open arm twist. Peaceful arms. Windmill it around, warrior two. Peaceful. Extended side angle. Let's be here a little longer, taking a bind or another reach if you would like it. Maybe coming into birds of paradise or staying in your bind. That is beautiful. Everyone, nice alignment dancing too. We'll come back upright. Open the feet. So catch up with us when you're ready. 5-pointed star. That's where we'll move. Sink down, goddess. Maybe bringing one or both heels off the ground. If you bring one. Oh yeah, there you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot it up. 5-pointed star. Windmill those hands to the top of the mat and bring the back leg forward. Then sit down into chair. Reach the arms up overhead. Open arm twist right. Scrape the mat. Open arm twist left. Scrape the mat. Back to chair, then come to standing. And then side bend to the left. No back and forth. We're bringing the left leg up. Go right into your dancing Shiva. Maybe holding the foot or the knee. Windmilling to our revolved half moon. The left hand comes down to the ground. That left leg sweeps back. Right arm reaches over. And how carefully and slowly can we slide it back into our twisted lunge. Thread it through one time. Open it up. Plant the hand, step back to the top of your push-up, taking any practice here that you would like on your way to downward facing dog. On an inhale, bring the left leg up. Bend and stack to open up. Stay here or take a flip dog wild thing or side plank. Back to three-legged. knee to the opposite side as you open up into your fallen triangle or shoot the moon variation. Back to your three-legged. Step to the top of the mat, high lunge. We zip through these. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, peaceful. Exhale, windmill out, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful. Extended side angle. That's where we stay. Taking a bind, a balance, or holding. Eventually we'll make our way out. This side we're headed into our wide leg fold. That's where we'll meet. So take your time as you come into your wide leg fold. Now, I don't think anybody here on the concrete is headed into a headstand. I am not. But for anyone at home, you could throw that in here. Inhale as you come halfway up. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. I skipped out that pigeon on this side, so we're going to take that left leg into our pigeon stretch here. I knew something felt wrong. Fold over when you are ready. Begin to come upright. This time we're going to swing the back leg forward, coming to seated Navasana. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canoe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie all the way down. Take a nice long body stretch. Bring your hands down to your side and bring your legs straight up into the air. Pull the thigh. I like that waterfall position, but instead, we are going to point our toes and pull the belly in, pressing the low back down to the ground, and then make some tiny circles. They should be tiny because your hips should not really come off the ground. But if you're engaging, really engaging in the belly, you'll begin to feel that little bit of burn in your core. Keep going the same direction. I'll tell you when to change directions. Tiny little movement. If you're not feeling it, press harder into the ground with your core. And then let's switch going the opposite direction with our circle. Coming to stillness, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Release your hands down by your side again. Come back into that legs straight overhead, toes pointed. And this time, after you find the engagement, the push down, the real core stability, we're going to take like a tiny windshield wiper going side to side. A tiny movement, really focusing on what's happening in our core. Are y'all feeling this? Okay, making sure. We could, I suppose, make it a little more challenging by raising the head and shoulders and arms off the ground. I don't know that we need to, I'm just saying we could. I don't know if it's more challenging. It almost takes my focus a little bit away. And release to give yourself a nice hug again. fish pose to open up our belly after that. So straighten out the legs. I like to place my thumbs kind of underneath the thigh area. And then push into the forearms, bringing my chest off the ground, the top of your head, or the back of your head might kiss the ground a little bit. Release out of your fish pose. Give yourself a nice hug again. Hugging the knees into the chest and then transitioning that into your happy baby stretch. Holding the outside of your feet, maybe rocking side to side. And then rocking forward and back to come to standing when you're ready. Oh, if I don't give it some good momentum, I'm not gonna make it up. Oh. Meeting back into Tadasana, top of the mat. Let's take a nice deep inhale together and exhale it out. We have time to flow one more. So reach the arms up overhead, side bend to the right. Ooh, take that side bend a bit to the edge of your range before bringing that right leg up. Opening into your dancing Shiva. Unwinding into your revolved half moon, right leg down. Before we step back, let's take half moon the other direction. So now the left hand is coming down, opening up the hip, active through that top leg. Maybe your gaze shifts up, maybe it doesn't. Bring your hand back to the ground. Find your grounded airplane, squaring your hips. Perhaps you ground the hands, keep that right leg up, and take a few hops into the air. Or maybe you come onto your toe, right? Lots of options. We'll eventually land in our runner's lunge. Right arm to the ground, spin open to the left, thread it through. Open it back up, listen up, side plank on the right. Your right knee could drop down to the ground, or you're bringing that left leg back. Yes, bring the hips high. Option, yes, ladies, to bring that top leg off the ground. Release to plank. Take a vinyasa or no vinyasa to down dog. Right leg to the sky. Bend and stack. Shoot the moon or fall in triangle. Pigeon this right leg. Don't let me forget this on the other side now. And fold into your pigeon when you're ready. We'll have 5 breaths here. Come out of your pigeon into your 3-point down dog. Step to the top of the mat. High lunge. Now stay in this high lunge. Let's make this a bit of our back bend practice. We might cactus the arms, reach them overhead, hands on the hips. We're gonna think about chest up, opening up to the sky. Back to center, reach the arms overhead, and now ground that back heel. We're in warrior 1. Interlace the fingers behind the back, open up, humble your warrior. Really the most important part I want for you here is the shoulder stretch. So if we're not dipping as low and we get more of a shoulder stretch, that's great. Come back upright. Unbind, open up warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. If you need to bring that back foot forward, some do so as we're headed into triangle. Let's revolve our triangle. Top hand coming down to the ground, either inside or outside of the front foot. Think about pulling that right hip back in alignment a little bit and opening your twist to the right. Release your hand. Let's step forward into chair. Stand straight, reach the arms overhead, side bend to the left. A nice deep side bend as we're challenging our balance. If we almost fall, then we're doing good, right? Left leg comes up. And then into your dancing sheep. Last time through. Windmilling it out. Revolved half moon is first. Half moon, right hand comes down, opening those hips. Grounded airplane, both hands are on the ground. We're thinking about squaring the hips. We'll stay here, or maybe palms on the ground, coming up onto the toes, or we'll do a little bit of kick, or I think I hear them called Shakti kicks when you try to kick your bum a time or two. And then we'll slide it back into that soft landing. Runner's lunge. Open the twist to the right, thread it through. Come back to the top of your push-up. Oh, wait a minute, my fault. Not the top of your push-up. We're grounding here, and then we're gonna step into our side plank on the left. Remember that left knee can come down to the ground. Right leg can come into the air if you like. Now we're grounding to our plank and through a vinyasa or no vinyasa to down dog. Inhale the left leg up, exhale, bend, and slide. Take that knee across your body as you come into your fallen triangle or shoot the moon. And from here, a nice soft landing, pigeon leg on the left. Folding forward, take your 5 breaths. Hands coming back to support you. Come into your 3-legged down dog. Left leg is in the sky. Knee towards nose on the way to your high lunge. Staying in your high lunge as we take this into a back bend. Arms of your choice.
Think about reaching the chest high, reaching through that back leg to support you. Breathing.
Come back to center first, and then drop that back heel into your warrior 1. Hands behind your back, interlace, open up, humble your warrior, thinking about the arm stretch. Inhale as you come up, unbind and open into your warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. We're headed right into triangle. I'm going to shorten my triangle just a bit and then reach forward into your triangle posture. Revolve your triangle, thinking about pulling that left hip back into its socket a bit as you open up. As you come out, we're grounding that left hand, stepping forward into chair, but listen up. Instead of coming upright from our chair, we're just gonna keep sinking lower and lower and lower. So you could have hands at heart center or touching the ground, overhead if you really wish. We'll end up in this squatted balance. We're gonna ask our heels to travel down toward the ground. As a fun little challenge with all the twists we've done, I'm gonna take it to the left first, that way I can see you all. The right elbow can come, or the right tricep to the outside of the left thigh. Hands to heart center if you like. Well, we're gonna go both ways, so it doesn't matter. Maybe you can think about gazing over your top shoulder. And then back to center. I know my feet are on fire by this point, but the other side. Finding that twist. Really pushing arm into knee or leg into knee, kind of thinking about that kind of constant counter push. And then back to center. And I wanted to come down to our knees, but I've kind of run out of space. I don't want to hit the concrete, so I'm going to step it back and then come down onto my knees and get that nice toe stretch after all that balance. I say nice, but really, it's toe screams. Two more breaths. Release onto your hands and pedal out those feet. Cross the legs so you can have a seat. Reach the legs out straight, coming into a seated forward fold. We'll slow it down and stay in some of our folds. Really think about lengthening the spine, maybe even taking hold of your ribs, thinking about a rib connection to your thighs as you fold forward in your seated fold. We're here for 8 breaths. Inhale as you make your way up. And then we're going to open, go either way, whatever direction you would like to face, so that you can open your legs wide on the mat for a wide leg fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then begin to fold forward wherever you're headed. We're again here for 8. Begin to come upright. We're taking a side stretch with a twist. I'm going to bring the left knee in first, and then hold on to my left shin or ankle with my right hand. I'm going to bring my right shoulder down towards that same leg, and maybe reach over and find the toes. If you find that toe, right, if you've got your foot, then you can think about using some of that leverage to help you twist open. If you don't have the foot, that's okay, you're hanging there. Jen, it's the opposite direction. Yep, and then take that hand over. Yes, ma'am. Let's make our way out and see how we can do on the other side. So left leg will be long, right knee bent. Hold on to the opposite arm and leg. And then to come into your side bend.
I'm having a hard time.
There you go. So I have my foot quite far out to the side, which might be helpful to you to get more space in that hip.
This foot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll come upright. And one last stretch here. Baddha Konasana feet. Inhale some length. And then exhale and fold forward. I usually hold on to my feet, but the other day I did this reaching my fingers out and I rather enjoyed it, so take whichever you might like. Make your way upright, gently bringing your legs together. And then, you don't need to turn, but round it down so you can lie down on your mat for Shavasana. Now, if you need some other stretches that I didn't cue, take that first. When you're ready, really release control of your breath and sink into the ground. As you come out of your Shavasana, begin to find some gentle movement. Making some stretches larger until you're ready to turn onto your side. You might rest there for a moment before coming to seated. Take your time. Save just a couple minutes at the end of our class for some dedicated neck stretches. Yeah, we all could use it. Vanessa, you have inspired me on that. So let's inhale and lengthen the spine up. Exhale and release your air. Open your arms like a T. And then give yourself a hug, right arm over left. Maybe you can hold the edge of your shoulder blades and think about bringing your chin down towards your chest and really rounding here. Inhale, make your way up and open like a T. And then cross the opposite side up, finding that same edge and folding the head down. Inhale, unwind, open like a T again, just to reset. And this time when you give yourself a hug, you're gonna hold on to opposite arms. Elbows down into your ribs. And then I want you to think about just kind of squeezing all of this together. You're squeezing in towards your ribs and you're also squeezing onto your arms. A nice neutral spine, so your gaze is towards me, and then bring your ear towards one shoulder. It doesn't matter which one, obviously we'll do both sides. Keep that squeeze, it tends to want to go away as we think about the neck. Take a nice breath, and maybe you're able to move your ear a little closer. Keeping the same side stretch, turn your nose up towards the ceiling. Don't make it stressful, just turn it up some, and then turn it down towards your armpit or your shoulder. Keep that squeeze going and the arms turn up, turn down. Keep the squeeze, turn up, turn down. Kind of a neutral, so your nose is towards me as you bring your right ear towards that right shoulder again. Bring the neck back up to neutral, release the arms down by your side, wiggle out whatever you might like. And stretch the other side of our necks. So again, give yourself a hug. I don't tend to switch my arms for this. I just hold the way I like to. But again, re-engage that squeezing in, giving yourself a hug towards your ribs and into your arms. Left ear or opposite ear towards the shoulder. Take a nice inhale and an exhale. And maybe you get a little more stretch. That's a maybe. Turn your nose up towards the sky. Mine always starts like a super tiny movement, and then down towards the shoulder. Keep that big squeeze in the arms. Turn the nose up. Squeeze, squeeze. Turn the nose down. Two more. Keep the squeeze. Keep that rotation. And down. One last time. Rotate up. Rotate down. Keep the squeeze, come to a neutral, so your nose is pointed towards me, and then perhaps that ear comes a bit closer to the shoulder. Bring the head up first, release your squeeze, and kind of wiggle that out a little bit. Deep full inhale, side out as you exhale. Inhale, hands to heart center. If it feels good, nod your nose down towards your fingertips. Thank you for joining me in practice today. Namaste.